Hi, my name's Alexis.
Mark Anastasiadi, and this is my intro.
Guys, my name is Willis Kellogg.
Hi, my name is Nicole Easley, and this is a presentation for Nike from Group 6. The next slide is going to show the presentation order, and it's going to have each person's name next to the section that they're going to be talking about for this presentation.
The marketing strategy for Nike. Throughout our research, we have found that Nike's core strategies exist with the consumer. Therefore, at the end of this video, we are going to be giving our recommendation for how Nike can implement a new, innovative approach to a marketing strategy that will help expand their customer base.
Nike's company values are centered on 4 key factors. These include innovation, sustainability, diversity, and community. The mission statement is quoted as, "Create groundbreaking sports innovation, make products sustainably, build a creative and diverse global team, and make a positive impact in communities where we live and work." In addition to this, their vision statement is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. Nike is proud to be an all-inclusive company, no matter your age, gender, or identity, and defines an athlete as anyone who has a body.
We started with the top-of-mind awareness we had about Nike, what we knew about the company before starting our research. Then we continued on to doing our secondary research. We gathered information from over 21 scholarly articles from databases such as Nexus Uni, IBIS World, and Business Source Complete. Then we went directly to the Nike website to get information about the company itself, including the annual reports and Nike News. Lastly, we went to the US government websites to get information about current laws, regulations, and trade policies. Now moving on to company info. Nike as we know it is a global industry leader for athletic footwear and apparel. Now wholesale stores make up 68% of the distribution channel, which leads to the fact that they now have a 22% market share of the footwear wholesaling industry in the United States. Footwear is 65% and apparel is 31%. Aside from the United States, they're very popular worldwide, and they employ 77,000 people around the world, and they manufacture in 41 countries. 2019, they had a global revenue of $39 billion, which was a 7.5% increase from the year before. Now, Nike has grown a lot in the past 50 years, and it looks like they're going to continue to grow and lead the industry in innovation. A major strength for Nike is their brand awareness around the world. In 2015, they were ranked the most valuable brand by the Millward Brown Consulting Group. This is in part thanks to their sponsored athletes, such as Tiger Woods, LeBron James, and Serena Williams. Another strength for Nike is their research labs based in Beaverton, Oregon. However, Nike does have some weaknesses. One of their main weaknesses is lack of control they have of their price because they rely so heavily on wholesale in their distribution channel. Another weakness is that they fall victim of black market and gray market products. Now, these are either products that are fake or that they are bought and sold outside of Nike's distribution channel at a lower price that competes with their own prices. Lastly, they lack online sales and direct-to-consumer sales. And now that is a big opportunity for Nike as well. They recently had a change in CEO. Their new CEO is the former CEO of eBay. Now, this gives them the opportunity to focus more on direct-to-consumer sales and build that online presence. Their closest competitor I would consider to be Adidas, and Adidas made $2 billion less than Nike in 2019. So we're going to go over 3 competitors. First is Adidas. They are doing pretty well, and they're more focused on soccer rather than a wide variety of sports. Now the next competitor we're going to go over is Puma. They're much smaller than Adidas. However, they're growing in popularity. From 2018 to 2019, they made an 18% revenue increase. The third competitor I'm going to mention isn't doing as well. It would be ASICS. Revenue has been decreasing and they have more of a value positioning compared to Nike, Adidas, and Puma. So that is a little breakdown of the competition. Next, we're going to talk about the customers. Nike, as I mentioned before, is really good at finding their customers' needs and creating products to suit them. Now, their customer segments can be broken down into 3 categories. First would be women, second is young athletes, and lastly, runners. Most of their Nike products are bought at a wholesale store rather than direct to consumer, and that is one thing that Nike wants to change
We're going to be going over the current market strategy, specifically products that Nike sells. The two products we're going to be focusing on is footwear and apparel. The first product is footwear. The primary target markets are teens and young adults that have a medium to higher income. They're usually athletes they're enthusiastic about sports, and they're more interested in limited edition items that are made from athletes. The unfulfilled market needs is that the shoe performances are relatively slow to change. The current market trends for shoes is consumers are looking for more biodegradable fabrics. The current market growth for footwear is 5% increase. Currently, the products that Nike sell is the Jordan collections, sportswear shoes, and running shoes. The average price is around $70. They are all premium price, but they come with great performance, and that is part of the promotional aspect of Nike's selling points, is that they use social media, advertisements, and sports documentaries. Right now, most of their footwear is sold through wholesale partners and Nike brand stores and Nike online. Currently, the segment of Nike's footwear line is towards men and women and teens, and their main targets is men prefer performance while women prefer style, design, and position within the market is specialty performance apparel. The primary target markets are men, women, and teens, usually medium to higher income. Unfulfilled market is women's sales are vastly underperforming compared to men's sales. Men's sales keep rising around 2% faster than women's year upon year, while men's athletic wear is about 51% of the current market. Market trends of apparel is kind of the same with shoes. Consumers are becoming more environmentally conscious of what they're buying and what material is being used to make their fabrics in their clothing. So sustainability and ethically sourced materials are becoming more and more important for consumers. Market growth. Athletic apparel keeps growing, especially in the women's sales, which have risen more than double digits compared to sales last year. Revenue for apparel for Nike's entire line of products is about 29.8%. While for the products that Nike sells for apparel, it's usually collaborations with sports teams, athletes, and limited edition designs. The average price for Nike's items for apparel is around $65. Usually Nike uses social media and personalized sales tactics within their stores to promote their apparel. While Nike does sell apparel online, they also sell it through wholesale partners and Nike branded stores. The current STP for apparel is men and women athletes and athleisure wearers are the segment types. The target market is usually medium to higher income, while the position of their apparel is value-based.
Recommended marketing plan for Nike is to increase technological development and research, especially pertaining to the tried-on virtual technology. This technology will expand Nike's customer base as well as transform their online consumer experience. This is a multi-channel marketing strategy where the customers can not only see the products online, but they can also try them on in their own home. This technology will expand Nike's digital marketing exposure as well as expand its interaction with its customers. As far as the product goes, the product is a digital app that is created by a pre-existing VR company. This VR company will be contracted by Nike to create the app and be in a team setting with other Nike employees to make sure that the app is created the way that Nike wants it. Pricing will stay the same as far as Nike's products go. However, Nike will need to be sure to set aside a budget of approximately $40,000 to $200,000, which is the average range for a company to develop a virtual reality application.
This marketing plan is going to have some structural issues. For instance, finding a suitable company that can provide VR technology to pair up with the Nike online store is going to be one of the biggest concerns. We need to make sure that the partnership can promote both the VR technology company and Nike together. And we need to also make sure that the experience for all customers is going to be tailored and personalized. There's going to be new positions added to the Nike brand department. For instance, having this sub-department is the VR technology department will handle all customer issues, complaints, and concerns. Since we are going to be moving employees from the Nike brand department, minimal training is needed. There is going to be a need for employee endorsements of the VR experience. Both in-store and corporate office employees will need to be comfortable using and promoting the VR technology. Product activities is going to need a budget of $200,000 with a completion date of November. VR technology and the company providing the services. while also taking images of the products to make sure it fits into the VR technology and works well. And its pricing activities, this is going to meet a required budget of $50,000 with the completion date. In activities, this is going to be more based off of experience with the VR technology, along with promoting the value of shopping at home. We're hoping and supply chain operations are that the distribution chains can handle influx of orders, and to make sure that any order that is placed through the VR technology is handled the same as if it was a regular online order. For promotion will not need any additional money needed, and the completion date will be November 2021. It'll post about the new partnership with the VR technology company, provide the benefits of the VR experience.
So there are two types of marketing controls. There are formal controls and informal. Formal controls are ones that are known, they are written, everyone knows about them. Informal is maybe not so well known, a little swept under the rug, but they still need to be implemented. So for Nike's marketing plan, our formal controls start with a budget. In order to create a VR online shopping experience, Nike needs to set aside a budget of anywhere from $40,000 to $200,000. This is a lot less because they will be reaching out and partnering with a VR company that's experienced in this aspect of creating an online try-it-on experience. And we have come up with a company that we believe would be a best fit for Nike, and this is the company Fit3D. They have an amazing technology where you can scan your body and fit the apparel straight to you based off of your body dimension. What Nike should implement is to formulate a team with Form3D. So the last formal control that we thought of was having financial controls. So making sure that financial results are being met, the project is actually making money and having a good turnover. And we would recommend that they do this on a quarterly frequency. We will move on to informal controls. Informal controls are made up of certain controls that allow the companies to monitor employees' self-control, social control, and cultural control. We would recommend that Fit3D monitors their own employees, whereas Nike does the same. Step in evaluation and control is to conduct market audits. A person will be granted a new job for this position to basically check in on the company and the product to make sure it's running smoothly and that customers are satisfied. And this person will also be tasked with communicating with the Nike's development team so that if any customers are reaching out to them saying, hey, this product isn't working, the market auditor will be able to go back to Fit3D and make sure that those issues are
outcome
solved.
for developing and implementing this VR technology is meant to expand Nike's customer base by transforming their online consumer experience. The technology is meant to advance digital marketing exposure, the interaction with customers, and create a more tangible online shopping experience. The goal is to develop and use this technology in perpetuity, or in other words, implement this VR experience until the market for interactive online shopping is no longer present. Nike has a handful of options that could be chosen as the exit strategy. They could look into discontinuing these technological developments, and this can be done if the project proves to have a continuous negative return on investment. The company will then choose to withdraw from the venture, decreasing its costs and returning to their previous approach of customer interaction through conventional e-commerce platforms. Nike could also sell off the VR technology to other companies, which could include Adidas or Reebok, and they could implement this into their own online product lines, and thus advancing and increasing their customer experience and presence.